Hi guys, welcome to Right Cinemas. It's been a week and a bit since my last video. I've done my 3 bonus shelves, which is just stuff I was boxing away. Like I said before, I've run out of room, and I'm torn between purging my collection and getting rid of the deadwood and keeping all the good stuff, and then just concentrate on quality over quantity. But at the moment, I've looked at my collection recently, and it seems to be more quantity over quality rather than quality over quantity. Let me know what you think. Have any of you purged your collection of movies? I'm thinking of not touching the Blu-rays, but looking at filling the DVDs and the box sets down, possibly, or do I just put them in storage and then make a decision once we get our own place one day and then decide, do I want to shrink then? So let me know. Message below if any of you have reduced your collection. Did it feel weird getting rid of things movies which you collect movies and you're getting rid of them, or was it nice to clear them out to make space for films you like more? But for me, the consideration is to clear stuff for movies and games, Blu-rays predominantly, because I'm looking at possibly, apart from obviously ones that aren't available on Blu-ray, is moving to predominantly Blu-ray only, just for space, because I've literally, the room's a mess at the moment because I'm rejigging it at the moment. As you can see, there's a unit here, there's Blu-rays here, soundtracks here, and then there's DVDs. So it's a consideration. There are some movies there that I've watched and didn't enjoy, so I may get rid of those. There are films I've had for 5 years never watched, so I'm not sure. I don't want to get rid of them and then regret it. So I'm not taking this decision lightly. But let me know. I'd like to get your opinion. Anyway, it's update time. I have VHS. A lot of VHS. I got a bit carried away. They were 10p each, so I had a blitz to get some. But I have storage for them. I have a little unit just for VHSs. I know I said I'd stopped, but I couldn't resist. But I've allotted a unit to VHS. Once that unit's full, I have to get rid of them or stop collecting them, unless there's any amazing additions. Some of these were probably just sort of fleeting buys because I had them when I was a kid or when I was younger, when I first started collecting. I have DVDs, but not anywhere near like I have in the past, and I have more Blu-rays than I normally have, so the balance is changing. I also have 2 soundtracks. So let's start with the soundtracks. First one I have is Bridget Jones' Edge of Reason, and I have the original Batman soundtrack, which I got for 99p. So, bonus. Okay, VHS, let's try this. I have the Alfred Hitchcock Psycho on VHS. Obviously the old sort of style ones. So VHS is not becoming a permanent thing, it's just a few that grab my attention. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I have the Cinema Club release of Candyman. I have the Arrow special edition release coming out in October. I got this because I love this film and I had this. I had it in extra rental though when I had it, which I wish I had it still. And I have Spider-Man in a little red case. Very cool. So yes, VHS is back in there. I grabbed this. I'm 2 miles whether to keep this or not. Is the bumper edition of the Flintstones, which is something like 3 hours stuff. Excuse me, I keep forgetting to put these on. Have to excuse me because they are filthy. I should be wearing them. It's that silliness of like, oh, I can't be wearing glasses. It means I'm old. I'm old. So whether I wear glasses or not, I'm still old. So there you are. I can see again. I suddenly look at the camera going, what's it doing? Oh my god. I don't know which is older, wearing the glasses or squinting at the screen. Probably squinting at the screen. Right, I can read these now. I have Die Hard, but the thing about this, it is still factory sealed, so very cool. That will remain factory sealed. I have Who's Harry Crumb, obviously the late great John Candy. Another brilliant one is The Fly, the first remake with Jeff Goldblum. It's a all-time greats CBS Fox release. I have Bruce Lee Big Boss. This is the Rank Home Video version. I'm never sure if these were cut or not. I don't know. Most of you who reckon my videos before my old channel, I did have that before. I also have Fist of Fury. I have Never Ending Story, which is very cool. VHS just brings back so many memories from my collecting. I'm not going to get carried away, I'm not going to have hundreds. I do actually have 4 stacks of VHSs in that room, but they are for my eBay site, and I have about 5 stacks of DVDs that I've doubles of, which all the ones that are in pristine condition are going on eBay. I have a bag down here which is going to go to a charity. I have Monsters Inc. in a really cool blue cassette. I also found this one the other day, Robocop. This is the Virgin home video release, so it is, yeah, Virgin premiere, so very cool. I'm trying to find the original Terminator because I haven't really had different sounds. I have the Lost World Jurassic Park. I have the cardboard box edition of Zulu, which is kind of like a sort of slip cardboard edition. I have the double VHS edition of Men in Black, so it's the large edition, which also comes with the making of Men in Black as well. I have the Blair Witch Project. I have Cinema Club's release of Death Wish 2. I want to get Death Wish straight, and I see they're being released on Blu-ray in the UK very soon. A bit pricey for me at the moment because I have so many coming out in the next 2 months that I had to prioritise, and the Death Wish are on my list, but they're not priority. Then I have 3x3 Eyes Part 1 and Part 2. Great anime series, never released on DVD as far as I'm aware. Well, not in this country at least. There is more than this, but these are the 2 I remember. I did nearly sell them, but I decided to keep them because I couldn't get in it. If I find them on DVD, then I'll sell the VHS. But we will see. I have the all-time great edition of Alien, including the $9.99 price tag from whoever bought it, which is obviously in very good condition. I then have that in HMV. They have the CIC film releases. They sort of done in the CIC style, The Thing and stuff like that, which obviously is this style, with the spine like that, so the lines and like that. That's how they've done it in HMV. But this is actually an actual VHS, so it does show they actually did. I think they're really cool, but I've already got them steelbooks and stuff like that, so I don't really need them, but I will probably end up getting them somewhere. Where the Dragon. I have, of course, my favourite movie of all time, Goonies, which I actually watched a few weeks ago on my projector. It was so cool. I have a few more down here. I have the cardboard edition of It's a Wonderful Life, which includes the booklet and obviously tape. I've kept it's the 50th anniversary edition, so very cool. I then have some other things. I have the VHS cassette of Band of Brothers. Again, so that's so cool. Again, I was going to sell this, but then I started looking at it, and I hate to say it, but it is so cool. It's the complete 4 volumes of as seen on the BBC. It says here it was HBO Warner Bros. Release. It's just a great series, and I got it and I thought, oh, shall I? And I couldn't. It was just too good, so it's staying. Then we have X rental of E.T., which includes, obviously, you probably can't see it very well there. There you go. And E.T. on the bike. I had a pirate copy of this. Well, I didn't. When I was a kid, my parents had a pirate copy of this. But I think everyone had a pirate copy of this. And, you know, look at it and people go, oh, it's a pirate copy, you know, it would ruin the film industry, that would. Honestly, with the quality it was, if I wasn't told it was E.T., I wouldn't have known it was E.T. But obviously, pirates these days are a lot different. You know, they're probably a lot more damaging now because they're a lot clearer than they were. But back then, honestly, a pirate copy, it sounded like the tide was going in and out, and it was usually like that, going, is that it? No, is that? You couldn't make anything out. It was just an hour and a half, an hour and 50 minutes of staring at a screen going, what the hell am I watching? Because I can't see anything or hear anything. And that was it. So the original obviously beat the pirate copy because we eventually got the original, and it was actually this one we had at one point, so I'm really chuffed to have it again. But yeah, the pirate one we had was so terrible. It was, back then I don't think piracy was as big a problem as it is now, because the quality was always shite. I mean, I saw many pirates back in the late 80s, early 90s, and they were all the ones I saw were terrible. I know probably over time they got better and more people were, but and I was in America, I think you call them bootleg copies. Although I do see a lot of bootleg pirate copies in charity shops where they've handed them in and the covers are badly printed. I actually did see someone on eBay, Facebook, advertising a box of DVDs, and you could see in the picture they were all pirates. Idiot. But yeah, so. But anyway, then I have the old edition of Pale Rider in the old sort of spongy case from Warner Brothers. So there, the Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Very cool. I then have the preset edition of Sudden Impact. Fortunately, it's missing the label, but I have tested it. But the label is on the spine, but it's missing the label on the front because it's fell off through age. I mean, the age of these probably almost as old as me. Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. This one actually has the label. I did have Dirty Harry, but I sold that one for 20 quid. So these are possibly staying in the collection, but not for definite. And then I have Alien Special Edition. This is the extended one there, which I remember watching as a kid with my parents. I was 10 or 11. I don't know that because it's before we moved house, and we moved house when I was 12. We watched it on a 26-inch big deep CRT tube TV, and it was like the best thing I'd ever seen. It was the biggest screen I'd ever seen a movie on, apart from the cinema, outside the cinema. Now I own a 65-inch screen and a 100-inch projector, so it was tiny. It was technically a portable, but still a great film. I will watch this on the projector soon, I have to say. And the last VHS is the Alien Resurrection Collector's Set, which is there, which includes the making of, so in there, the Alien Resurrection, and the making of. I just need Alien 3 now, and I've got them all on VHS, so very chuffed. Okay, DVDs. First one I have is Simpsons Season 7, charity shop find, so I've kind of got like 3 seasons at the moment. I have one called Train, Mean Girls, Noelle, Lord of War. I got these originally to sell, but I've decided to try and collect them just as a one-off. So I got Alien, Alien 2D Special Edition, and Alien 3. I'll get those because I kind of like, I'm collecting various editions of my favourite sort of franchises, and Aliens is another great franchise. And I now have Attack of the Clones, so I have another of my double disc Star Wars. I now have 2 of them, so I just need a few more to go. Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva, Infidel, Batman the Secrets of the Caped Crusader. I have Spider-Man the Animated Series. This is the complete first season. I paid 30p for that, so very chuffed. Monster, My Father the Hero, Miranda Hart, My What I Call a Live Show, 3 episodes of Wurzel Gummidge. Let's do dropping any. Al Pacino is Danny Collins. Fairy Tale anime, the original Dad's Army, The Jacket, which is not a bad film, it's just a bit strange, Moulin Rouge, 3 films set with the second best exotic marigold hotel, Belle and Far from the Maddening Crowd, Fatboy Slim's Greatest Hits, The Life Aquatic, Philomena, the original Captain America, the original Avenger. I remember this watching back in the day. You can see Red Skull looks pretty cheesy. I'm going to watch this, I just got to say, I bought it, found it in the shop really cheap. Season 1 and 2 of Teen Wolf, which I wanted to see. All 4 Step Up movies. I have the first 2, I have a couple on Blu-ray, but I have 2 on, I have 3. I wanted 4, which I don't have, and this was 30p, and 4 on its own was £4, so no brainer, and eventually I'll get it on Blu-ray. Then I have the collector's edition of Rugrats the movie and Rugrats in Paris the movie. Unfortunately, the Paris movie disc is missing, so I have the Rugrats movie and the case for the Paris one, but I will buy it because this was 30p again. So it's a really nice looking case, so I'll just get that one cheap from somewhere and put it in this case. A brilliant find, which was 50p. Why it's 50p I don't know when you hear about it, is the complete Herbie collection. So it's all 5 films, the 4 originals: Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas. These 4 are factory sealed, and then I have Herbie Fully Loaded, which is open but in mint condition. So for 50p, so I got that one, but I wanted to get these, and these separately would have cost me £4, and that was a 50p. I don't know why it was so cheap, but I'm very happy it was. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which I've never seen, so I wanted to see it as I hear good things about it. The double edition of Harry Potter, so this now completes my Harry Potter DVD collection, which I've been trying to collect. I'll put that to one side. Coriolanus, or Coriolanus, or whatever. The Helpers, Emma, Whale Rider, Must Love Dogs, Beverly Hills Ninja, and Dark House. And then this one, although I need some glue on it, is The Village, but it's a slipcase edition. I've never seen it before, so, and again I paid 49p for it, so I was very chuffed. I don't have it in any other format, so I was very happy to get this. So it's just a very cool set. Okay, and then we have Blu-rays. I have these 2 I picked up for 10p each. For some reason, the Charity Shop just shoved them in with the 10p DVD VHSs. It says £1, but I paid 10p. The Truth About Emmanuel. I think it's import because there's no rating, but I've got Vision 3 player. Drive, again, not £1, 10p. Devil's Playground. Peter Rabbit, which I actually quite enjoyed. It was better than I was expecting. I heard so many negative things about it, but it was actually a lot better than I was expecting. My wife really enjoyed it. Quiet Place, which was fantastic, really enjoyable, such a good concept. And for me, the film had such little dialogue, but still kept you interested, which for me is quite a rare thing, because if there's no interaction between characters verbally, you think you get bored. But there's very little talking in it. It's more actions, and the girl who plays the girl with the hearing aid is a future star. She's brilliant. So I am looking forward to hopefully another one. But if you've not seen this, give it a go. It is a really good film. I was very surprised by it. Another film I enjoyed was Ready Player One. Really enjoyed it. Watched it twice now, because I watched it myself and then watched it with my dad. He enjoyed it, but it's a great film. Ryan's all embossed, and it's a sort of but you need to, if you've watched it, watch it again and watch it again, because I've watched it twice now so far, and I've seen different things in the background. Giant, the Cyclops from Seven Voyages of Sinbad, Marvin the Martian, various ships. Obviously, Akira's bike is in the foreground, but then there's other things in the background. Obviously, Chucky was in it. There's just so many references, and the bit in the Overlook Hotel from The Shining is phenomenal. Import from America, Coma, The Witch. I do have another DVD which is actually back here that I forgot to include. Apologies. I'll get it out. It's so cool. I bought it for my wife as a present. She is pleased as punch with it, so you will see it in just a minute. Futurama Season 5. This was £1 in the charity shop and it's mint. That. Death Wish, which I actually really enjoyed. It was there's quite a satisfying bit at the end, but I won't tell you what it is in case you've not seen it, but it was how it should have been done. Rampage, which I enjoyed. I quite enjoyed it. It's not amazing a film, but it is a popcorn. It's definitely a popcorn movie. This one here, The Virgin, £1 in the charity shop, Seal Factory Seal, so chuffed with that. Another one charity shop find, Dead Man Down. What my dad sent me and told me I need to watch it, and it may make it on. They made that shit apparently. Is Killing Gunther, so I will give it a go and let you know. Guns, Girls, and Gambling. Skeet. And then I have a Blu-ray import. I think it's Chinese or something like that. Not sure of Rise of the Animals, but it's I'm not sure if it's in English. No idea, but again I paid ridiculously less. It was one of the 10 for a pound, so it was 10p. So worth a look. It says it's a Blu-ray. From what I know, it's a Blu-ray. Okay, then I have my 3 most recent. I have the Jackie Chan's Police Story 1 and 2. 2-disc set. Both films. I've not seen the second one. The first one was one of the first films we watched in our house when we first moved in from the old house where I watched Aliens to this one, watching it on VHS, and it was a great film. It's Eureka releases. They're releasing Project A-ko, or Project A-ko is an anime. Project A 1 and 2 in October, I think it is, in a sort of same sort of style set. I pre-ordered that. Very cool set. Love the artwork on the front. I'm hoping they'll do the same with Armour of God. They are available, they've got 2 varying different covers, so I'd like them to do this with that. And they're also releasing Jet Li's once. Oh, that's annoying me now. China Story or something like that. Once Upon a Time in China or something like that. There's 3 of them, and my brain's gone blank, and I probably got it wrong. It's not even later. But I blame the glasses. They say they make people look more intelligent. They maybe look, but not be. Then I have The Changeling, great film. I thought it was an Arrow release. I did see my video, it's an Arrow release, but it's not an Arrow release. It's released by another company, but it's very Arrow-esque. It's going to go with my Arrow films because they've done such a good job of it. It's the same sort of cardboard box sort of style which Arrow release. They've done the same booklet like Arrow do, with all the pictures and production. It's exactly the same style, so I wonder if someone's left Arrow and started their own company maybe, because it's so similar to Arrow's release. And then you've got the double-sided poster with the original and the new poster on, exactly the same as Arrow. It's got a black case and it's 2 discs and it's reversible cover. Just noticed, let me just spin it over. I do like having a different cover. It's nice to have a different cover. Do that and I'll show you. So you have the Changeling, and then you have the Changeling soundtrack, which is cool. Hang on. There you go. I now have the original artwork, which is so cool. I had it on DVD. My DVD's now on eBay because I've got this. Yeah, if you want to collect anything, check the link for my eBay account. There's only 4 things on at the moment, but I've got so much to list. I have movies, I have a couple of games, but not many because I don't spend any money on my games. I have collector's items from the 80s, including some Weetabix stuff. So those of you in Britain, you probably know Weetabix and some of the collectors. Now, one of the characters was Brian, but I don't remember the rest. So we'll come to that. But yeah, so I'm just I'm going to clear out. And the last thing I have received, J-card out, is Marvel Avengers Infinity War. This was received on Saturday, so I watched it Saturday. I loved it. That's the interior with the 4K and the normal Blu-ray. A shock ending. Was not expecting, based on the rumours I'd heard of what was going to happen, and what happened was close, but a lot bigger and a lot worse, and I couldn't believe it. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's great. If you do watch it right to the end of the end credits, right to the end. There's a snippet at the end which is relevant, but it is a great film. I really enjoyed it. Okay. The last thing is the one I forgot. My wife is a huge Charmed fan, and I bought her the Book of Shadows Collector's Edition series, which I imported from America, which is basically done like that. I won't turn it all. It's got sort of parchment paper, Book of Shadows. Then it's got hand fasting, which sounds like a masturbation thing. Then you have sort of stuff in the book, and then you'll have information on the season, and then your season, and then they do the 3 seasons, and then they do another stuff, and it's all the way through, bound like that. I just noticed there's a bit of damage on the bottom. Good. No, that's fine. I'll get a bit of glue on that before it breaks. Anyway, so yeah, it's got a bit of damage there, but and then you've got 2 ribbons there and there, so very cool. That's obviously a cut from somewhere. I wonder if it went through customs and they cut it open to check it, and the bastards have damaged it. But luckily, I can get some glue in there or something and fix that, so it's not a major issue. I'll get a pin. Anyway, so yeah, so that's it. Very cool, amazing set. My wife is very chuffed. It sort of arrived like this in this box, so I'm starting to wonder if when they did it, it was damaged like that. It just sits in there like that. So very cool. Hey guys, that's it from me. That's probably a very long video. So yeah, so let me know what you think. I've just got a load here, but these are all really cheap ones that aren't worth anything that I will probably watch, especially Herbie's. Let me know what you think. Should I box the collection away and make a decision when I've got a bigger place in case I regret it, or do I have a purge, a proper purge? So we're talking 50% of my DVDs, maybe more, to make room for high definition 4K and games. Let me think. I like your opinion because I'm kind of torn. I mean, after DVDs I've had for 4 or 5 years and never watched. Some of the Blu-rays I've not watched, but I'm watching more Blu-rays than DVDs. So I'd like to get your opinion. I'm worried I'm going to make a rash decision and then get rid of all my films and then go, bollocks, I wish I hadn't. Or keep them all and then they're worth nothing and then I've made another mistake. Anyways, let me know. A lot of them I do want to upgrade, so maybe I get rid of them to do the upgrades. But yeah, I really like your opinion. Hey guys, that's it from me. Please come back soon. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Please tell your friends to subscribe. I've passed 100. Brilliant. Please come soon and please take care. Bye bye.